Hi, everyone. My name is Anna, and I'm very happy that you are here with me today. Welcome to my podcast for English learners. If you are learning English at level A2, this podcast is perfect for you. I speak slowly, I use simple words, and I tell real life stories. Today's topic is at the supermarket. I think this topic is very useful because we all go to the supermarket. It is part of our everyday life. So, let me tell you a story about my Saturday. It is Saturday morning. I wake up at 9 o'clock. I stay in bed for a few minutes because I feel a little tired. I look at my phone, check the time, and think, do I need to wake up now? But then I remember I need to buy food. Finally, I get up and walk to the kitchen. The kitchen is quiet. I open the fridge and look inside. What do I see? Not much. I see a bottle of milk, but it is almost empty. I see 2 eggs. Only 2. I also see a small piece of cheese. That's all.
No Vegetabliblis, no Fruit, no Meat.
I close the fridge and say, okay, this is not good. Then I open the cupboard. Maybe I have something there? I check. I find some pasta and a little rice, but not much. I understand. I really need to go to the supermarket today. I sit down and think, what do I need to buy? I take a piece of paper and a pen. I like writing a shopping list. It helps me stay organized. If I don't write a list, I always forget something important. So I start writing. First, I write bread. I love fresh bread in the morning. Then I write milk because I drink coffee every day. After that, I write eggs, maybe 6 or 10 eggs. 2 eggs are not enough. Then I think about healthy food. I write apples and bananas. I like fruit because it is easy to eat and good for the body. Next, I write chicken. I want to cook something simple for dinner. Chicken with rice or pasta is always a good idea. I also write pasta because I don't have much at home. And maybe I will buy some tomato sauce too. Now my list is longer.
Bread,
Milk,
eggs,
apples, bananas, chicken, pasta, tomato sauce. I look at the list and feel happy. It is simple but good. After that, I go to the bathroom and take a quick shower. The water is warm, and I start to feel more awake. Then I get dressed. I choose comfortable clothes, jeans, a t-shirt, and a jacket. I go back to the kitchen and make a quick breakfast. I don't have much food, so I make toast with cheese and drink a cup of coffee. The coffee smells very nice, and I feel more energetic. While I eat, I think about the supermarket. Will it be busy? I ask myself. On Saturdays, there are usually many people. After breakfast, I take my bag. I also take my shopping list, very important. I check again, phone, keys, wallet, everything is with me. I leave my house and close the door. Outside, the weather is really nice. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, and the air is fresh. I take a deep breath and start walking. The supermarket is not far from my home. It takes about 10 minutes to walk there. As I walk, I see people on the street. Some people are walking their dogs, some are talking on the phone, and some are also going shopping. I feel calm and relaxed. Walking in the morning is very nice. Finally, I arrive at the supermarket. I see the big building and the parking lot full of cars. Yes, that is busy today. I walk to the entrance, take a shopping cart, and go inside. The doors open, and I am ready to start my shopping. So, I walk inside the supermarket, and the first thing I notice is the sound. There are many sounds: people talking, carts moving, music playing softly in the background. It is a little noisy, but not too loud. I take a moment and look around. The supermarket is big and bright. There are many aisles with different products. Everything is clean and well organized. I take my shopping cart and start slowly. I don't want to forget anything, so I take out my shopping list and look at it. Okay, Anna, I say quietly, let's start with fruits and vegetables. I walk to the fruit and vegetable section. It is one of my favorite places in the supermarket. Everything looks fresh and colorful. I see red apples, green apples, yellow bananas, orange oranges, and many other fruits. The colors are beautiful. I smile because it all looks so nice. First, I take apples. I pick them one by one. I look at each apple carefully. I don't want apples that are too soft or have bad spots. I choose 4 nice apples and put them in a small bag. Then I take bananas. I look for bananas that are yellow, not too green, and not too brown. I find a good bunch and put it in my cart. Next, I see tomatoes, cucumbers, and carrots. I think, maybe I should buy some vegetables too. Even if they are not on my list, I know they are healthy. So I take a few tomatoes and 1 cucumber. I feel proud because I am making a healthy choice. After that, I move to another section. Now I want to find bread. The bread section smells amazing. I can smell fresh bread, and it makes me a little hungry again. There are many types of bread: white bread, brown bread, bread with seeds, small rolls, and big loaves. I stand there for a moment and think, what do I want today? Finally, I choose a loaf of brown bread. It looks fresh and soft. I put it carefully into my cart. Now I check my list again. Milk, eggs, I read. So I walk to the dairy section. It is a little colder there. I can feel the cool air. I open the fridge and take a bottle of milk. Then I look for eggs. There are many boxes: 6 eggs, 10 eggs, 12 eggs. I choose a box with 10 eggs. I check it quickly. All eggs are good. Nothing is broken. Then I put it carefully into my cart. I don't want broken eggs. My cart is slowly getting full, and I feel good. Everything is going well. But suddenly, I see something interesting. There is a big sign, sale, and I think, maybe I can find something special. So I see a big sign, sale. The word is bright red, and many people are standing near it. Of course, I am curious. I think, okay, let me check. Maybe I can save some money. I move my cart closer to the sale section. There are many different products: snacks, drinks, chocolate, cookies, and even some ready meals. First, I see chocolate. I love chocolate. There are dark chocolates, milk chocolates, and chocolates with nuts. I take one and look at the price. Oh, this is cheaper than usual, I say quietly. I think for a moment. Do I really need chocolate? Well, maybe not, but I want it. I smile and put 1 bar of chocolate into my cart. Just 1. That's okay. Next, I see cookies. Big boxes of cookies. They look very tasty. I take a box and read the label. Buy 1, get 1 free. That sounds like a very good deal. But then I think, if I buy 2 boxes, I will eat too many cookies. So I take the box and then I put it back. No, Anna. I say to myself, be strong. I laugh a little and move on. Then I see juice. Orange juice, apple juice, and even mango juice. I like juice, especially in the morning. I check the price. Also on sale. Okay, this is a good idea, I think. I take one bottle of orange juice and put it into my cart. Now, my cart has
fruits,
vegetables,
bread,
milk,
eggs,
chocolate.
juice,
Not bad. But I am not finished yet. I look at my list again. Chicken, pasta, tomato sauce. I read. So I go to the meat section. I see different types of meat. Chicken, beef, pork. I only need chicken. I find fresh chicken and check the date. Everything is good. I take one pack and put it into my cart. Then I go to the pasta section. There are so many types of pasta. Long pasta, short pasta, big pasta, small pasta. I feel a little confused. Why are there so many types? I think. Finally, I choose simple spaghetti. Easy and good. After that, I find tomato sauce. There are many brands, but I choose one that I know. I don't want to try something new today. Now I look at my cart. It is almost full. I feel happy because I found everything I need. But then I remember something. Oh no, I forgot something important. Oh, I look at my cart and suddenly think, oh no, I forgot something important. I stop walking and try to remember. I look at my shopping list again slowly. Bread, check. Milk, check. Eggs, check. Fruits, check. Chicken, check. Pasta, check. Everything looks okay, but still, I feel that something is missing. Then I remember. Coffee. I open my eyes wide and say, how can I forget coffee? I drink coffee every morning. It is very important for me. Without coffee, I feel sleepy and slow. Okay, Anna, no problem. I say to myself, go and get coffee. So I turn my cart and walk to another aisle. The supermarket is still busy. People are everywhere. Some people are in a hurry, some people are looking at products very carefully. I finally find the coffee section. Wow, there are so many options. Ground coffee, coffee beans, instant coffee, small packages, big packages, cheap coffee, expensive coffee. I stand there and look at all the shelves. What do I want today? I think. Usually I buy ground coffee. It is easy to use. I don't have a coffee machine for beans, so beans are not a good choice for me. I take one pack and look at it. Then I look at another one. This one is cheaper, but is it good? I ask myself. Sometimes cheap things are not very good, but sometimes they're okay. Then I see my favorite brand. It is not on sale, but I know the taste is good. I smile and say, okay, I will take this one. I put the coffee into my cart and feel happy again. Now everything is really complete. Or maybe not. As I start walking to the checkout, I pass another aisle. And there, I see something interesting again. Ice cream. I stop. I look at the ice cream for a few seconds. Chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream. I think, do I need ice cream? The answer is no. But do I want ice cream? Yes, grinning face with smiling eyes. I laugh a little and take a small box of chocolate ice cream. Just a small one. Okay, this is my little treat, I say. Now I am really ready. I go to the checkout area. There are a few lines. Some are long, some are short. I choose a line and wait. In front of me, there is a woman with many products. Behind me, there is a man with only a few items. We all wait quietly. I look around, check my phone, and think about my day. Finally, it is my turn. So, now it is my turn at the checkout. I move my cart forward and smile at the cashier. Hello, I say. Hello. The cashier answers with a small smile. I start taking my products out of the cart and put them on the counter one by one. First, I put the fruits and vegetables, then the bread, milk, eggs. I am very careful with the eggs. I don't want them to break. The cashier starts scanning the products. Beep, beep, beep. Each product makes a small sound. It is a very normal supermarket sound. The cashier works quickly. I watch and think, wow, she is very fast. Then she takes my chocolate and looks at it. Good choice, she says. I smile and say, thank you. Then she scans the juice, the chicken, the pasta, the tomato sauce, and finally, the coffee and the ice cream. When everything is scanned, she looks at me and says, that will be 24 euros, please. I nod and take my wallet. Now I think, should I pay with cash or card? I usually pay by card. It is easier and faster. So I take my card and put it into the machine. The machine shows the price, 24 euros. Please enter your PIN, it says. I carefully type my PIN code and press OK. For a moment, I wait. Then the machine says, payment accepted.
Great.
I take my card and put it back into my wallet. Thank you, says the cashier. Thank you. Have a nice day. I answer. Now I need to pack my things. I take my bag and start putting the products inside. I try to organize everything. Heavy things at the bottom, light things on top. Eggs go on top, always. It takes a minute or two, but I finish quickly. I take my bag, hold it carefully, and leave the checkout. As I walk to the exit, I feel good. I have everything I need. The shopping is done. So, now it is my turn at the checkout. I move my cart forward and smile at the cashier. Hello, I say. Hello. The cashier answers with a small smile. I start taking my products out of the cart and put them on the counter one by one. First, I put the fruits and vegetables, then the bread, milk, eggs. I am very careful with the eggs. I don't want them to break. The cashier starts scanning the products. Beep, beep, beep. Each product makes a small sound. It is a very normal supermarket sound. The cashier works quickly. I watch and think, wow, she is very fast. Then she takes my chocolate and looks at it. Good choice, she says. I smile and say, thank you. Then she scans the juice, the chicken, the pasta, the tomato sauce, and finally, the coffee and the ice cream. When everything is scanned, she looks at me and says, that will be 24 euros, please. I nod and take my wallet. Now I think, should I pay with cash or card? I usually pay by card. It is easier and faster. So I take my card and put it into the machine. The machine shows the price, 24 euros. Please enter your PIN, it says. I carefully type my PIN code and press OK. For a moment, I wait. Then the machine says, payment accepted.
Great.
I take my card and put it back into my wallet. Thank you, says the cashier. Thank you. Have a nice day. I answer. Now I need to pack my things. I take my bag and start putting the products inside. I try to organize everything. Heavy things at the bottom, light things on top. Eggs go on top, always. It takes a minute or two, but I finish quickly. I take my bag, hold it carefully, and leave the checkout. As I walk to the exit, I feel good. I have everything I need. The shopping is done.
Leave a comment under this video and one of you will get 40 English lessons for free.